Top 3 moves for skinny, lanky grapplers. Whether you're a white belt or a color belt or even black belt in jiu-jitsu, these moves will help. If you've got long limbs or skinny limbs and you're feeling overpowered by some of your training partners, these 3 moves are guaranteed to help you get those taps on the mat. Let's have a look, guys. And don't forget, whether it's Nathan here, myself, or others, some of my lanky students have the most medals on my wall. You will too. Let's have a look at 3 moves to get the job done. Alright guys, when I started jiu-jitsu, I was a real skinny, lanky kid, you know. I was obviously young, so, you know, but my body type is like real lanky, you know. I'm 6'4", and I weighed well under 150 pounds when I started in the gi in jiu-jitsu. So now being 220 is a pretty big difference, but I still roll and train like a lanky guy, and I've still helped many of my lanky and skinny students get more medals than my normal students. So I feel I know the lanky skinny game really well. So let's have a look at 3 tricks that are gonna help get the job done. You probably know where I'm gonna start. It's a triangle choke, and a triangle choke for good reason. Skinny, long, lanky legs work great in triangles. Let's use your mechanical, or I should say biomechanical advantages and the things that make you unique as a strength, not a weakness. Let's start with the triangle. I have Nathan here in my closed guard. Guys, if you want to do triangles, don't worry about one arm in, one arm out. That's easy. Worry about posture control. Pull his head down. The throat and my hamstring are in contact for the squeeze. Again, we pull the head down, we control the wrist. I punch his wrist in as I bring my legs over the top and cross. Take my hand out, 2 hands on the head, pulling down at all times. Now my knees remain squeezed as my left foot comes to the hip, and I turn and bring my grab the shin, lock over the top, pull the head into the hamstring as I squeeze. Okay? Because you're lanky, you'll probably be able to lock your triangle straight away like this. Okay? Good tip. If you do this, but the guy's a beast and he's strong, he'll probably push back, in which case, push out, creep your toes through, and do a kick through triangle. Still finish the same way, okay? Again, if I try to push and he responds, I'll finish the other way. Always feel free to adjust, okay? Finish your triangle. So that's our triangle from the bottom. Of course, if Nathan's on his back, I can do my triangle from the mount as well. Now let's have a look at another triangle, not with our long legs, now with long lanky arms. The Das choke. We've got videos on the Das's, guys. You may have seen them before. Let's have a look at how it works. When we're on our side, it's going to sometimes be hard to pin the guy flat. Lanky body types, he can turn into me sometimes. That's okay. Our right hand goes under the armpit and under the head. I can hold my hands together and I crunch his head in. Left elbow goes to the ground, right elbow rolls, right hand rolls to the tricep, not bicep, tricep. Left hand up high. Do a big high step to mount and then put all of your weight through the tricep as you pull your right elbow around. Wonderful move. We can do this from lots of different angles. We have a whole video on the Das. You guys can check it out. I show a whole bunch of entrances, a whole bunch of options. But I'm going to show 3 moves, not 2. So we've got the arm triangle, okay, or the Das strangle. We have the leg triangle, okay. Now we have one of my favorite moves, especially for lanky grapplers, in the gi. This can be done no gi with this grip, but we're gonna have a look at the gi grip because it's the easiest way to learn it. It's a very sneaky submission. It's been proven at the highest level, and I think is one of the easiest submissions from the back. Let's have a look. I've got the back with Nathan. Now, as a general rule of thumb, doesn't matter which side I fall, etc., but my top hand is my threat hand. Okay, top hand is the threat hand. Whether that's for lapel chokes, okay, like double lapel, bow and arrow, rear naked choke, short chokes, doesn't matter. The top arm is the one most threatening. So a lot of the time, say if I have a seatbelt here, he'll be controlling my top arm. And as I try to get it round this way, he doesn't want it to happen because he knows if my right arm gets around his neck, he's done. So what we can do, instead, I hold my hands like this, instead of trying to go around this way, I'm going to take my hands and pull them through up to near his ear. I'm going to go around the other way. Watch. So see how my hands are now up in his blind spot. I'm trying to get to the blind spot of Nathan here. So, blind spot. Now my left hand gets into my right sleeve. Again, in the blind spot here. Okay? Now, I don't do it with a karate chop. I don't do it with a fist. I do it with secret kung fu death karate panther chisel fist. And now I put this in the side of his neck. Lift up my left elbow as my right hand goes down. This is an amazingly tight head and arm Ezekiel choke. Let's have a look again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as I fall down, my left elbow goes up as my right hand goes down. How would we do the no-gi version of this? Simple. Braulio Estima did this no-gi to Marcelo Garcia in the ADCC, so it works. Through grip here. Now my left elbow lifts his left elbow for the tap. Okay? So there you have it. 3 moves. I think Jiu-Jitsu is a celebration of all body types. We only have our own body type. You can still make your body stronger, fitter, faster, or fatter or slower for that matter. But obviously in the interest of peak performance, I want to make my body flexible, fit, fast, strong. And although, say, like I said, I've put on 50, 70, whatever pounds of muscle over my jiu-jitsu career, that I still characterize myself as a skinny, lanky guy. Because compared to other super or ultra heavyweights, like I can still put my legs behind my head. So I don't think you should try to stay skinny if you can be strong, but you should try to use what nature's given you. Okay, if you're religious, say what God gave you, whatever you like, but whatever you've been given with your body, I think it's your duty to use it and make the most of it. So if you're a lanky, skinny guy, these 3 moves are going to help you kick some ass. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, guys, you can follow me on social media, Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, get notifications so you don't miss free videos every single week, bringing new techniques to you guys to help you have more fun on the jiu-jitsu mats. Have a great journey. I hope to see you on the mat sometime. Take care.